Hey gorgeous people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Clarabelle and I'm so delighted to have you back again on my channel. Today, without waste of time, you probably already saw the title, so let's just dive into today's video. Today, I'm going to be talking about Vicky James. For those of you that are not familiar with the name Vicky James is one of the most sought after bridal designer in Nigeria. A lot of people want to wear Vicky James, but of course, she's expensive. She's 1% of 1%, but she has one of the most beautiful designs. She's really big. She's made name for herself and she's doing absolutely well. So Vicky James got married about 2 years ago because I know she just celebrated her 2 years wedding anniversary recently. She blew the internet with her pregnancy announcement. And this one was quite different. And you'll be asking yourself, why is hers so different? Why are everyone talking about Vicky James' pregnancy announcement? She's not the first person to announce her pregnancy. Her pregnancy announcement actually came with a twist. So when she announced the pregnancy, just like Vicky James is a strong believer. She believes in the word of God. She's a child of God. So she attributes every of her achievement to God. So when she made that announcement, she was thanking God. She was also encouraging a lot of people that are waiting. So a lot of people were like, you just got married 2 years ago. Why are you this dramatic? Why are you making this such a big deal? Like you waited 30 years or like you waited 20 years. And this got people talking. But I really want to share my own opinion. You can't really tell people how to celebrate their wins. 1 year might not be a lot for you. 1 year could be a lot for her. Maybe she probably thought that she would go into marriage and want to have a child immediately. You never know. If you've not walked in people's shoes, you have no right to tell them how to feel about something that they had waited for. People were like, I married my husband and we chose to wait for 2 years, we chose to wait for 3 years. You are not Vicky James and thank God she's not you. So people have different choices and why they want to do what they want to do. It could be societal pressure. It could be anything. It could be a choice that they've decided between herself and her partner to say that we're just going to start having kids. And even if that was not the whole ideology, going into marriage and having, career without protection, the first thing that comes to a woman's mind is that you get pregnant because of course you're having these things without protection. The one thing that makes you panic is having these things without protection and you find out that you're not taken in. Even if your intention wasn't to panic, even if your intention wasn't to think about it, that kind of puts some sort of anxiety in you. You start asking yourself, is something really wrong with me? Do I have the capacity to have children? Why is it that I'm having these things and nothing is happening? So that kind of start putting pressure on you, whether you like it or not. So you never know why she has so much joy and she called her wedding season a miracle. That wedding season might not look like a lot to you, but you never know what she has been through. Every time she goes online and sees someone that got married at the same time with her, especially if that's her goal, getting pregnant, having children, do you know the pressure she would be going through? So you cannot tell people how to feel or how to celebrate if you've not walked in their shoes. So let's all calm down. Yes, 1 year might seem, what's the big deal? You just waited for 1 year. That 1 year could be like 20 years for her because that's what she had anticipated. She wanted a child immediately. Now to wait for 1 year before she sees result, it's another different level. So let her celebrate her celebration. You might not think it's a big deal, but for her, it's a big deal. If you've ever waited for something before, you will understand her joy. Some of you are in your wedding season. That wedding season might be nothing for another person, but it's a season for you. That season could be 1 week. That season could be 2 weeks. That season could be 1 month. That season could be 1 year. And I've seen a lot of people waited 30 years, 20 years, 10 years. It doesn't matter how long your season is. A season of waiting is not where I pray anyone to be. There are people right now waiting on the Lord. They've been praying for a spouse for the most part of their lives. Waiting 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. Do you know? Please give them their flowers. It is not easy to wait. And one thing I have experienced in my waiting season is that God is still God. God of the good time is God of the good bad time. God of the mountain is still God in the valley. So whatever you're waiting at now, even if you feel like she is dramatic, especially if you've not walked in her shoe, thank God for her. Because when you start saying things like this, it's because you don't understand what it means to wait. You have not experienced wait. You have not experienced a waiting season. Some of you are so lucky in life that everything you just do, you've not had to wait for anything. You've not had to wait for children. You've not had to wait for a husband. You've not had to wait for a house. You've not had to wait for a job. Like everything just goes well for you. So you can't really say something to someone that you have not experienced. As I grow older, maybe when I was younger, I'll be quick to judge people based on their reaction. Oh, what is the big deal? What is the big deal? As I grow older, I now understand that you need to give people grace. If you've not walked in people's shoes, don't mock how they celebrate because you don't understand. Listen to Alabaster Box by Cesar Winers. You don't know the cause of my pain. You don't know the cause of my tears. So don't be angry when you see me wash my God's feet with my tears and dry them with my hair, because you weren't there when Jesus found me. You don't know what I felt. So you don't know what people feel when they go through that season of waiting. And I'm just here to encourage anyone waiting. Tap into her blessing. Some of you are withholding your blessing because you're too jealous. You know, just like when I hear people say, you see people getting married, like marriage is not a big deal. Now, it might not be a big deal for you if that's truly your intention. But what I have found over the years is that some people actually want this marriage, but because it's not working for them right now, they tend to say things like, it's not even an achievement, it's not a big deal for me. If marriage is what you want, when you see other people getting engaged, I don't care how long you've waited for. God is still God. In His own time, He will make everything good for you. Tap into the blessings with your mind open, without jealousy. Let it go and say, God, you'd have answered this person. I'm still waiting. God, I dare here. There are people you see on internet, instead of you annoyed because of their lifestyle, whether you think it's fake or not, why not just tap into it? I love this life. It's so soft and beautiful. I want a soft and a beautiful life. Oh, I love her. Oh, I love him. Be optimistic, be positive. I know it's not easy because you're in that waiting season. You tend to want to see things and get angry at God and say, God, why have you not answered me? I've been in my waiting season. It might not be husband, it might not be children, but at times I've waited for something and I'm asking myself, what is this? But one thing I do know for sure is that when God decides to answer you, He comes in a very big way. So if you're waiting today, tap into her blessing. Whatever it is that you're waiting for, I'm just praying that God will give you the strength, to wait patiently. One thing I do like about Vicky James is how she showcases God. You might think it's drama, but people need to be loud about God as well. We try to dim people that want to be loud about God, but we are quick to hide people that are loud about the things of the word. I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to preach, because I'm not perfect myself. But let's also hype positivity, hype God's words. Because people are so loud about the things of the word, negativity, bad things, immoral things. Why can't you be as loud about your value system, your morals? Be loud. Because the devil wants us to be silenced. And I think in this season, if you can be, I'm not as dramatic, I'm a very private person. But when I see people share God, share things and attribute God to it, I feel like it's a blessing. I might not be that person that will come out to share personal thing, and that's my personal preference. Not because I'm better off than those people. It's just in my nature. I don't like oversharing things, and that's okay. But I appreciate people that are able to do that and actually attribute that to whoever their God is, whether it's God, Allah, whatever it is. But we are positive. We are sharing light of the word. And, we're sharing positivity. So, yeah. So I just wanted to say that if you're in your waiting season right now, I don't care to know what it is. just wait on God. Trust God that this too shall pass. Sometimes when you look back, you're living a life that you actually prayed for. Sometimes I feel like we take God for granted. And sometimes that's why I'm in my season of gratitude. Like everything I do, waking up, drinking water, I'm thankful. It's a very peaceful season to just see life and be grateful. Because sometimes we pursue things so much that we forget that we are actually living in our answered prayers. Some of you, the moment you get one thing done, the next minute you forget where you've been, you forget how much you waited, you start complaining about where you should be, where you should not be. One thing I do like about my life, I love a beautiful life, but I'm also very content. I'm a content human being. I'm a very content human being. So I've come to the end of my video today. I guess I've been able to share my thoughts. Let me also know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you. For you, those of you again waiting for something, I pray that your testimony is pretty near. Don't give up on God. He's still God of yesterday, today, and forever. Catch you guys in my next one, okay? I love you guys like I always do at the end of my video. You are loved, you are kind, you are beautiful, you are special. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. And I will see you guys in my next one. Until then, stay blessed. Bye.